Well, as we showed you yesterday, Luis Garcia met up with Pep Guardiola to interview him at the Monarca Clinic, which is an integrative medicine clinic that Pep is involved in. This is where the interview took place, and we did get to hear more from the Man City manager about what's ahead from his Man City side when he was speaking to Luis Garcia.
Pep, first of all, thank you very much for your time and to have us in this fantastic place. And the first question, of course, has to be that one. Why have you decided to invest in a longevity clinic?
Well, I'm a smart guy. When I was a football player, I studied as a doctor. Now I am a Dr. Pep, and that's why I want to invest in this clinic. Jokes aside. So I had a big problem in my back, and Mireia did the surgery, and after that we had relation, and with her partner and other people, they opened Monarca, and they introduced me to the project, and I said, always I believe that all the money that everybody pays the taxes should go to the schools for the teachers and for the health. And you know what happened after COVID or during the COVID, what happened, how important it is. Always we want to be health, and unfortunately that doesn't happen. Our money don't go there. And I know that is completely different. It's a more private, there's a public one. But yeah, they present me the project, and we said, why not? Because talk about nutritionist, about longevity, about the mental health, about, of course, the surgery, all the stuff. And I said, okay, let's go. And I'm a minor part, so I just to try to help from behind the scenes, because the important are the people they're working with. But yeah, it's the first time in my life I do this kind of things. I'm happy to be there.
Moving on a little bit to football, what is the biggest challenge now after a rough season?
Yeah.
What is the biggest challenge? Recover the players mentally for
Absolutely.
Get confidence, or the fitness-wise, because you're not going to have any rest. I mean, finish one and keep it going.
Absolutely, mentally, and give everyone what he needs. We thought it had been to come back on 5th of June. July June to training. We start 4 days later, so
a bit more rest.
Yeah, I have to be like that. I'm pretty sure. And of course, how to training. But you know, when you play a lot of games and when you have 2-month holidays, you have to train. But you have just 2-3 weeks. Football player, don't lose much. So that's why it's quality training and.
But you believe in the summer you need a little bit more work for the team, because during the season you're not gonna have anything to work with the team, with the new signings.
Yeah, but we have you're right. But we have 10 seasons together. Most of the players know each other. The new ones, they will adapt quick, and it's just refresh a few things, and the rest is just question of,
Yes, linking each other.
Yes.
I understand that. You mentioned that you didn't, or you were not going to sign many players. Are you looking for a specific position or a specific player? I mean,
always I say, give me good players.
It's always easier. Right?
The rest, it doesn't matter, because the good players can adapt and adjust, and we will adapt. The movement or the tactics or whatever stupid things we say the managers for the quality of the players, and especially players like they go to Anfield or go to Madrid, Bernabeu, Barcelona, Camp Nou or whatever. And said, okay, I want to play my best. That is the difference, the top players of that.
Yeah, and just to end a little bit, you mentioned a long time ago that at some point you needed, when you decide to finish in Manchester City, to have a rest and see what happened. And this is a question that I wanted to do, because World Cup is nearly there.
Yeah.
Not this one, but the Spanish one. Would you consider to be around for the national team? All my respect to De La Fuente, of course, but the 2030 World Cup is going to be there for Spain, in Spain, at home.
Yeah.
Would you consider to be at some point there? Still plenty of time to work at City and to rest.
No, I want to. After City, I said many times, I'm going to take a break. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how long it will take, but I will take a break, because I need. I've been since 60, 70 years, except 1 year in New York.
That's
70
crazy.
years, every 3 days. And I need to sit down a little bit, breathe a little bit, and happen. I would love to train a national team, to experience the World Cup and European Cup, but that is hypothetical. They want you, and we'll see what happens.
No, after now with Monarca Clinic, you're gonna be ready for a good rest.
I would absolutely. Mireia knows, and I will come to make here a restyle. You know.
Exactly.
Maybe the hair. You have a hair transplant here. I don't know.
At that time, but
So
they will
maybe,
have everything, yeah.
if you give me the hair from Luis, I will love it. So it's going to happen.
Fantastic, but thank you very much for
You are
your
welcome,
time.
Luis. Happy
It's
to
been a
see you.
pleasure.
Huh?
It's very good to see you. Cheers.
Yeah, obviously, I wonder if you'll be visiting the Monarca Clinic, Stevie, given all your longevity practices that you can tell us about here at work.
I never saw any beer. I thought they were having a beer while they were having a chat.
They're hoping not.
Maybe not. Beer, I'll be there.
Shaka from the interview, and very relaxed with Luis Garcia, wasn't he?
I mean, it was the right little friendly meeting between those two. Listen, I think you look at Pep and you think of how widely he thinks about the game, you know, in every aspect of it. And you understand why he has enjoyed the success that he has as a manager, because there's nothing that is beyond his view, his visions for his team. And I think this is just another aspect to that.
Stevie, it won't be another season like last year.
No, and they've been very busy, the transfer market. I'm sure some of the players they got in the last window we'll see a lot more of them this coming season. And obviously right now they're doing a lot of business, including, by the sounds of it, Mr. Cherky. I mean, they got to be better if he's in your team. So yeah, I don't think there's any way possible we're going to see such calamitous results and performances from Man City this season as we did last.
And would an 11 like that be taking the Premier League title back from Liverpool, Jules?
I think it will be a much better team than the one we saw this season that just finished, for sure. I think they need somebody like Reinders in midfield for all the things that we've said all season long that they were lacking. The power, the legs, the energy that Reinders has a lot. And I think he's better in the midfield three, but he can play in a double pivot like the one we just put on the graphic. They need someone like Cherky. And again, Foden can play as a 10 if we find the Foden again from 2 seasons ago. They will have wide players who will have that energy, who will have the legs, who can be one-on-one. I think this has to be a more vertical team from Pep next season. We can't have the slow build-up again, because this was also part of the problem.
What else is a refresher? He was talking, Stevie, about, you know, a fresh start and refreshing things up. Obviously, new players are always going to do that. Does losing out this season just gone also give you that boost to try and have a new start?
Well, it should, and I would be absolutely shocked if it doesn't. You know, these players, at the end of the day, everybody can get used to winning. And then when you don't, all of a sudden, it's that jolt of, right, we need to concentrate way more than we did last season. So plus you've got the fresh faces. To me are as good a thing to do as anything, because everybody else wants to show them that actually I'm good, I can play this game, regardless of who it is, whether it's your top guys, your Haalands or anybody else. And so the influx of fresh faces, different little bit different types of players, gets everybody going. But the biggest one, with your question, absolutely. When you have a bad year, you turn up the very first day, you figure out, and Pep Guardiola will have a look at everybody that first day, and he'll know who's at it and who's not going to be at it.
To your question, okay, you cannot write Manchester City off. And while I get what Stevie is saying, I just feel that so much of City's successful teams, albeit a couple of seasons ago, you just wonder if some of those players are starting to age out, if some of the younger players coming in understand the demands of playing in a Pep Guardiola system, of what will be asked of them. I still have some questions around, for instance, Nunez at right back, whether Doku, whether he is up for it for an entire season. And then how do you get, as usual, the best out of Erling Haaland? While he continues to score goals in bucket loads, at times you've just asked a little bit more of Erling Haaland. So while yes, City will compete, you just have to see this team play, you have to see this team perform to know if they are anything like the City of old, and kind of given who Liverpool continue to show themselves to be, who Arsenal you know will be fancying themselves and really intending to make another strong push at a Premier League title, and so many other good teams in this league. It's difficult to say at this point, but it's still early June.
Yes, there's a lot more of that interview over on our YouTube channel. Pep also talks about style adjustments in the new season. Make sure to go and check it out over on our YouTube channel for the full exclusive interview.